All right, all right. Hello. If you just got booted off of what was the link, that was on purpose because it wasn't working. At least for me, it wasn't. Hello. Hi, Bea. Let me put on these AirPods so that YouTube doesn't mess with me. Yes. New home. New home. Yeah. No, it's great. So happy to be here. I'm going to go into Patreon and just make sure everything's good. One was janky. Boop, boop, boop. Hi, Stephanie. Yes, new space. I really like it for a lot of reasons because it's just tall. Like, I can't even reach the top of the ceiling. And we have color swatches. Because, yeah, it's very, very spacious. And I'm very fortunate that I'm able to like stack both of my soft boxes up here so I can get down lighting. And yeah, no, it's really great. Yeah, so this is the same color that I had my office before. And I really like this rusty color. And I'm trying to find like a warm off-white, but I don't want it to look like too yellowy. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hey, Kelsey. You guys, it has been such a week. Obviously, so relieved to be done with the move, but like I got a cold in the middle of the move, not COVID, went and got tested because my partner got exposed at work. But luckily we are okay. We do not have it. So it's just like, I think a stress cold, you ever been really stressed out, your immune system just goes. So the break of doing classes was well needed to both recover from the move and recover from the cold. Yeah, Miriam, I feel so good. It feels so good to be in a space that I own, that I won't be kicked out of, because that's kind of what happened with the last one, is we got booted out and it was so disruptive to my homeostasis. And I was so sad, Exactly. No, we gonna cozy it up. It's gonna be extra cozy. I'm gonna go into YouTube over here and make sure that I like get rid of the old link, because y'all, the mercury was in butt fuck today, and yeah, we just had to start over. Yeah, I want to delete it forever. Goodbye. We're already on this other one. Leave us alone. Yes, we are nesting. Denisha! No, it happened so fast. It was very disruptive. But I believe that things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. And the universe said, hey, girl, listen, you've been ready for this shit. I am going to put on a steel toe boot and I'm going to kick you in the ass and you're going to fucking do this shit. And that's what happened. And I'm just like, okay, if it happened, it's because we were ready, you know? Hi, Emma. New home. And Pi is here. She's on the desk because there's windows behind because I wanted to bring as much natural light in, but that means she likes to hang out here and look at lizards. But I'm going to disrupt that just for us today. I know, temporary, baby. The people want to see you. They want to make sure you didn't run under a house. Hi. This is the lizard hunter herself. Hi, Annalisa. Hi, Shayla. Yeah, so what's cool is that this is going to be the streaming room when it's just me and y'all. And the other one we'll do in like the living room area when it's me and Kamar. So it'll be like 2 different zones. It'll be so exciting. Hi, Jasmine. Welcome to having your first live class. This is usually how it starts. We do a little liquid cat moment. Yes. Yes, Denisha, yes. We're going to work with that playlist. Sarah, good morning. So good to see you virtually. I'll put the playlist in the chat. I know I'm just like yapping my ass off right now. But it came up in my memories as like, hey, you made this playlist a year ago. And I was like, well, that's cool. I'll do that because so much has happened in a year. And I feel like I need to just think of where I was a year ago and reflect and be grateful. So the goal is hamstrings today. Oh, yeah. You like that picture, Kelsey? You want to see it up close before we do class? So this is my friend Arthur's picture of me and Kamar at Wasteland Weekend last time it happened. And I'm really sad. This is my first year not going to Wasteland Weekend in 6 or 7 years. So I'm going to miss it a lot, but this is our forever memory of Kamar munching my face off. It's a pleasant memory because my man is fine. All right, y'all ready to go? Let me get this playlist on my phone. Yeah, isn't it so sweet? Oh, my baby. Yeah, mom and dad. Gotta have the mom and dad. It's with us forever. Okay, my ADD is acting up. I gotta push this away. So I've got a couple blocks for class, but if you don't have them, it's okay. You're gonna survive without them. But it'll be really helpful, especially since we're doing so much pelvic placement and a lot of work through our hamstrings. So it's a really great way to make things a little more accessible, but of course you can do without. So we're gonna start in a child's pose position. So knees are gonna go wide, toes are gonna touch behind you, arms are gonna reach forward in front of you. If you need a little visual of that, here you are. Yeah. Now, your butt may be really far away from your heels. That's okay, because this is about hip mobility and this is about your knee mobility as well. This is a lot of flexion on your knees. Yeah. So once you're settled into your child's pose, my loves, we're breathing, okay? Most important thing through this whole damn class. Even if you just listen, even if you do 15 minutes and you gotta go, tap into your breath. That is going to be such an incredible part of moving successfully and being compassionate and patient and scanning the body. Now, as you are breathing, letting the belly fill up like a big balloon between your thighs, do scan your body from top to bottom. See where the tension is, the stress pockets, where things feel open, where things feel ready for movement. Yeah. And as you take all that information and download it, maybe you start to incorporate a little bit of movement here. Sometimes I just rock my head side to side on my mat, so it's kind of like rubbing right here at my third eye. Or I sway my whole torso side to side. Kind of feel it stretch into my side body a little bit. Feels real nice. And we're going to spend 3 more breaths in that downward facing dog. Wow, this is a titty top, you guys. The Tetons are out and ready for service. All right. We're going to move our hands. We're going to lift up a little bit and we're going to walk them out to the left-hand side off of your mat. And I really want you to sit back in the saddle and feel a stretch along the right side of your body. Good. Let's walk it back to center, up and over to your right. Same thing. Really lean back into the saddle. Get that stretch into the left side body. Now take your body back to center. Walk yourself up to your sitting on your heels. And we're going to adjust the feet out just a little bit and the knees in so you're kind of neutral. Yeah, you're running parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Now, let's take your hands behind you. You can be up on your fingertips like I am. Tuck your pelvis underneath you. And then I want you to lift your ass up off your heels. And then take it back down. I like to kind of roll myself down. Yeah. Now, bring yourself forward into tabletop. Reach your heart space forward, breath in. And with your exhale, round and contract. Hey, that's going to be our flow. Again, take the ass back. Sweep the arms behind you. Start pelvis tuck first. Lift it up. Open up the chest. And roll it back down. Ooh, my knees. Hello. Hands forward. Again, reach the chest, breath in. Exhale, round and contract. We're going to do it one last time. Neutral. Have a seat. Hands behind, tuck, lift. So I want you to notice how much the pelvis is responsible for the sensation. If you take the tuck out, your quads are like, oh, okay. But when you lengthen it, they're like, well, okay. Take the hips all the way back down. Back into your tabletop. Reach the heart forward. Tuck your toes. Good. After you finish this contraction, reach the heart back forwards and then take it into downward facing dog. Retract and move into this first triangular shape. Oh, such a yummy inversion. I just like to feel all the blood rush into my noggin. Shake out your head a little no. And give it a soft shake, yes. And then let the head hang heavy, zero tension. Take the shoulders out of your ears and then start pedaling your heels. So lift up one heel and then the other. You're just kind of slow dancing with yourself a little bit right now. Your hips can move, shake, rattle, and roll. I just want you to get all the movement out so that we can drill things in stillness and try to seek sensation. Yeah. Now, once you get all your wiggles out, I want you to hold your downward facing dog, but think about creating cat-cow in your pelvis. I know, weird thing to think about, right? So bend your knees to do this. Try to reach your sit bones to the sky and then round the pelvis down. Good, tailbone to sky and round the pelvis down. It's really, really minuscule, but just detail oriented, okay? Last two. Last one. Now try to keep your tailbone to the sky. Get a little bit deeper. Look to the front of your mat just like you're about to pounce. And step both of your feet to the front. Hip width distance apart. Let's roll it up to standing. I want you to keep the upper body loose like a goose until you make it all the way up. Roll out your shoulders. Oof. Okay, I'm still getting over the cold, so inverting makes all the mucus roll around. So if you... Sorry ahead of time. All right, lower chin to chest. And then take left ear over towards left shoulder. And back through center over to the right. Get the neck open. Nice, all the way back to center. And we'll sweep both arms up to the sky. Keep the tailbone long. And then fold forwards. Hands through heart center or whatever you want to do. You can sweep them out to the side. Show me a halfway lift. And I want you to stay. Soften into the knees. Almost like you're doing a deadlift, yeah? That's how I want the feeling to be. I want you to feel those hamstrings get a little bit tense. And then fold forwards. Plant your hands, step back into high plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now lift your heels, roll back forward into a high plank position. And exhale, take it back, down dog. Ooh, 3 more just like that. Every time you push back, keep thinking about tailbone to sky, even if it means your knees micro bend, okay? Good. Once you finish off that last one, bend into the knees, travel to the top. You can hop, you can step, but we'll go big toes together on this one. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, take it all the way back down, forward fold. We're going to start moving through our sun A's, okay? Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold to plant, step back, high plank. This time I want you to lean forward. Maybe you tap your knees onto the ground. Bend your elbows to 90. Good. Upward facing. Reach your heart forwards. Broaden across the chest. Try to lift your knees up off the ground. I know I've got all black everything, so it looks like a void. But with your exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. Let's bring back those roly-polies. Lift the heels, contract, and roll that contraction forward. Exhale, push it back. Good. Keep going just like this. I need you to do it 4 more times. There you go. When you finish your 5th one, I know we're just trying to get the shoulders warmed up. Same thing. You're going to travel to the top of your mat via hopping, stepping, whatever you need to do. Good. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Sweep arms up to ceiling. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, length, length, length. Fold to plant. You can step back, hop back, chata. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got 1 more round. You got this. Roll it forward. Take it back. Roll it forward. Take it back. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Travel to the top. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing. Exhale, melt. Halfway lift. Take it back. Chatas. We'll meet in downward facing dog. But I want you to take a wider stance with the feet and maybe shorten it up a little bit. We're going to go into a twist. Right arm outside of left leg. Anywhere. anywhere it wants to go, maybe even under the heel. But do you a favor, bump the hips back to center. Yeah. Same thing other side, right hand plants. I like to just check I've got them in the right spot. Then I do the same twist. How's your breath? Bring it back. And we'll take the left hand back down to the ground. Push back, bend into your knees. Big step to the front, Malasana. Nice and wide. This is like a very safe space for me being right here. Ooh. Try to push the elbows right into the inner thighs. Press into your feet. Let's go all the way up into standing. Good, and we'll take it all the way back down. We're just gonna do 2 more of these. Healthy hip mobility right here. Once you make it all the way up to standing, adjust your feet hip width distance and parallel. Bend into your knees. Reach your arms forward in front of you, or at heart center if your shoulders need a break. Either or, wherever they want to go. Left foot is going to take a big step back. And I want you to lower the left knee all the way down to the ground, hands on your right thigh. Now, if your knees are sensitive or your floor is hard or a combination of all those things, you can double up your mat. That's what I like to do. Now, hands are going to interlace just like this, making a little basket. That basket is going to go on your right thigh. I'm going to walk my right foot forward a little bit because I want to get some space. Now, try to pull your right hip back. Push into the thigh, contract. What you're doing with your pelvis is called a posterior tilt. So I want you to lengthen the tailbone down and then open up the shoulder blades behind you. Now do the opposite. Open up the tailbone, bend the elbows, get deeper into your hip flexor and push back. Good, one more, just like that. Push back. And the next time you come back forward, sweep your arms up to the sky. Open up through the shoulders, open up through the chest. Release the hands down. Tuck left toes, lift up left knee. Lengthen out through your right leg, pull back. I want you to dorsiflex the foot, pull the toes towards your face. Yeah, rebend into the knee. And then we're gonna take it 3-legged dog. Take this right leg, it can do a straight sweep, or it can just get out of your way however you like. Open up the hip, bend your right knee. Circle it out. And then square everything off, return it back to the ground. That's the stuff. Now bend into your knees again, look to the top. Travel to the top, landing in that Malasana. Ooh. Same, but different. Push it all the way up to standing. Take it all the way back down. Push up to standing and take it back down. Last one. Push it up to standing. Adjust your feet to parallel. Bend into your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Arms reaching forward or hands at heart center. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Right foot is going to take a big step back. And we're going to lower the knee all the way down. Yeah. Now, same thing, hands on thighs. If you need padding like I do, do the thing. Adjust the foot forward a little bit. Interlace. Make a basket. Get space into the front hip flexor. Yeah. And then do the opposite. Push back. Yeah, my pelvis is coming back. That's good. That's what we want. Again, take it forward. And exhale, push. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Last one. Bring it back into your bend. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Big open chest, nice and square. Again, this hip is still trying to pull back, almost like you're scissoring the legs together. Release the hands down. Release the mat taco. And lengthen out through your front leg. Pull the toes towards your face. Yep. Bring it back into a bend. And then take it into three-legged dog. Lift the leg up to the sky. Open up your hip. Bend into your knee. Take some circles, take some cycles. And then we'll return it all the way back down to downward facing dog. One final little warm up for us here, folks. Again, elevate the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Travel to the top. We'll go big toes together or close to it. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Bend into your knees, chair. Good. Sit a little bit deeper with a breath in. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga, hands to the ground. You can hop back, press back, step back, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, open up the hip. Square the hip, pull it through, low lunge. Lower your left knee down right away. Take the arms up above your head. We're not doing the basket weave at all. Good. Now I want you to take it into a hamstring stretch from here. Lengthen out through the right leg. Take your hands down to the ground. Flex the right foot. Pull everything back into neutral. So our open hip position is what's going to prevent us from progressing. Pull everything back in like you're trying to scissor your shit together. I'm all about the professional cues in here. Scissor your shit together. Take it back forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You can take hands back down to the ground, or you can sweep them back and do a floating version. Yeah, we got 3 more. Good, last 2. Last 1. Hands come to the ground, rebend your front knee. Tuck back toe, lift, and pivot into a wide-legged fold. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Good. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. And meet me back in center. Open up the arms out to a T shape and rise all the way up to standing. Warrior 2 to the front. Adjust your right foot. Bend into the right knee. I like to kind of squeegee that foot back a little bit. Pelvis is underneath you. Ass ain't sticking back, as much as I love that in all other circumstances. Flip your right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. Get space. And then take it all the way down to the ground. Frame up your right foot. Extend the right leg behind you. And you can go through high to mid plank. Upward facing. Good. With your exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back. Reset 3 breaths. All right, left leg. Let's lift it up. Again, hip can open, but we'll square it back off right away. Pull the knee in towards your nose. Big step through low lunge. Right knee lowers down. Arms reach up to the sky. I'm starting to sweat. I don't know about y'all. Ooh. Hands come back down. Hamstring stretch. Half split. Toes pull towards your face. Think about scissoring everything together. Scissor yo shit. All right, rebend into your front knee. Reach the arms up. And again, you can go hands back to ground, or you can pull it back and do a little floaty boy. Keep working. We got 3 more. Last two. Ooh, it's a lot for the balance, y'all. All right. The next time you take it back forwards, hands to the ground. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Pivot into that wide fold again. This is where you get the butt shot. Yeah. Knee bend to the right, or if you want a little extra, skanda to the right. Get down in that hip, y'all. This is a lot of hamstring. This is a lot of groin. Now you can just switch to the other side, skanda, or that little lateral lunge. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Take it all the way back to center. If you went into those skandhas, feet parallel, open up your arms and lift it all the way up. Warrior two to the front, turn left toes, adjust the right foot, bend into your right knee. Make sure, again, pelvic bowl is right underneath you. You're not spilling forward, you're not spilling back. Left palm flips, reverse. And then take it all the way down to your low lunge. Frame it up, left foot extends back. High to mid if you want that little power move. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk the hands back just a bit. I'm like almost halfway, yeah? Shift forward, bend your knees. Push back. Yeah, did you do it? You can walk them back too. I'm gonna try it again. Let's try it again. Good. Lean forwards. Push. Good. Roll it all the way up to standing. Lean into your left foot, pick up the right. Put your boobs back in your bra if you got them. Hands around your right shin bone or underneath the hamstring. Good. Lift up this right leg. Flex your right foot. Try to go right pointer and middle for that right big toe. Left hand on your hip. Extend the right leg forward, any amount. I'd rather have this leg bent than this leg bent. Yeah? So if you're like, switch, okay? Stay right here. Take it out to the side. Nice. Take it all the way back to center. Hold again if you want to add on a little something fiery. Pistola squats. Bend. Inhale and exhale, take it up. There for 3, 2, and release that foot down. Jesus. I just wanted to make sure I could still do a pistol squat. Left leg lifts up, wrap around the shin bone or under the hamstring, wherever you want to be. Oh, Christ. All right, let's try to grab for a toe. Peace fingers, wrap around that bad boy. See if you can kick it out, any amount. I shouldn't look over at you while I'm doing this, even though I want to look you all in the eyes. Tailbone is nice and long. Pelvis matters with everything. Alignment. Take it out to the side. Padangusthasana, standing, B. And then bring it all the way back to center. Hold right here. Or if you did it on the other side, throw in your pistol. Bend into the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up. Release the left foot. Feet parallel. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Rest in this forward fold for a moment. Thumbs can go into opposing elbow creases. You can let them go. You can grab for big toes. You can even go hands all the way under your feet. Bending the elbows, pulling yourself deeper. When I do this one, I like to try to look up at my belly button. or any other fun thing in your anatomy that you like to look up at. Inhale, breath. Exhale out. Good. Let's take yourself out. Adjust yourself back into a down dog. And we're going to rest in this down dog or in a child's pose. Or if you feel like you need a little extra shoulder work, take the elbows down to the ground. Dolphin pose. Good, you guys. We're heading into our last parts of class, okay? You got it. We've got 5 more breaths wherever you're at. Okay. If you've got forearms on the ground and you're doing inversions or anything like that, we're all going to meet back in our downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, same thing. Take it into downward facing dog. You got it. You got it. Reset. Big breath in. Big breath out. Right leg is going to lift up. Open that hip temporarily. Bend into the knee. If you can see this foot, let's drop it behind you. Lift your chest up to the sky. Yeah. Take it back. Right knee comes to chest. Step through into a low lunge. Step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale. And with your exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Single-legged mountain, left leg is going to lift. Same thing, you can grab a toe. Take it out to the side. Bring it back to center. Release this foot. Big step back into your crescent. Bend the right knee to make it happen safely. Good. Once you land, take the pelvis underneath you again. Quadriceps, hip flexors. That's what we're trying to get to. Big breath in. With your exhale, take your hands onto the ground. Lengthen out through your right leg. Square off the hip. And rebend into your front knee. Take it back up, high crescent. Warrior 2, open up. Reverse warrior. New shape. We're going into triangle pose. Lengthen out through your right leg. Shift the hips off center. Take the right hand down. It can be on a shin. It can be on the ground. It can be on a block. Ha! I love working with the block on triangle. It's so nice. Just a little side note for your self-practice. If you ever have a flat wall to work on, this is an excellent tool for working on your stack of your shoulders over your thighs. Just a thought. Just a thought. All right, stay here with me for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, reverse Trikonasana. Take the hips back to center. And up and over. And then back to neutral. Now listen, shorten up your stance on this left foot. Rotate to the front. Think about both of your hip flexors trying to point as best they can to the front. Yeah? Left hand comes down to the inside of the foot. Right arm reaches up. Now, if your hands, hips, feeling a little weird, use this hand to check your pelvis. Take the thumb into the hip flexor, give it a little push back. My flexi friends, left hand can go to the outside of your right foot. Right hand can reach up towards the ceiling. This is really tough for balance. I am struggling to stay on center here, okay? Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's bring it all the way back up. Adjust your feet to neutral parallel facing the edge of your mat. Hinge from your hip line. Take it down into your wide fold, and I want you to stay here for a while. Wide fold is probably one of my favorite shapes to just be in. So movement can happen here for you. You can do your bendies. You can touch parts of your body that act as anchors to pull yourself deeper. If you have other things you want to work on, handstands, headstands, all those things can be done in this space. We're going to be here for about 15, 20 more seconds, yeah? Now, I don't want you to feel ashamed if those fancy things aren't happening. That's not what this is about. This is about you and your body, okay? All right, folks. Let's take ourselves back to the front. Frame up your right foot. Step or extend this right foot back. High to mid. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Tuck it all back. Stay there for 3 breaths. Last 3. Last 2. Left leg lifts on 1. Let's go. Open up your hip, bend into your knee. If you can see that foot behind you, drop it back. Lift your chest up. Yee. Now, take it back through. Step through low lunge. Inhale, breath. Exhale, step right foot forward, standing fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, right leg is going to lift. Grab for big toe if you want it. Kick it out in front. Take it out to the side. Back to the front. And then release it. We're going to step back into our high crescent. Standing leg bends. Up into this high space. Do all the adjusting you need to feel stable here. Yeah? Whether that's widening, shortening, a combo of both. Tailbone underneath you. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands down, lengthen out through the left leg. This is our big prep shape for that revolved triangle thing we just did. Hands on hip if you need it. You can even push this bad boy back. Now let's bring it back forwards into our high crescent. And warrior 2, open up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale back into triangle pose. Lengthen through the left leg. Shift your hips off center. Pelvis adjusts. Left hand down, right arm up. If you used a block on the other side, bring it in here too. Last 3. Last 2. And let's bring it up on 1. Adjust the hips back to neutral. Reverse Trico. Good. Torso comes back. Let's get set up for that revolved triangle. So shorten up your stance. Turn your pelvis to the front. Right arm is going to go down to the ground. Left arm up towards ceiling. Hip crease. Oh, we're trying our damnedest to keep our feet on the ground, but I know it's sometimes impossible in this position. So again, if there needs to be less space, more width, Make it work for your anatomy. Last 3. Last 2. So good. Last one. Unwind that twist. Bring yourself all the way back up. And adjust yourself into that wide position again. Going down into our final fold here. Hinge from your hip line. And do whatever you need to do on this other side, whether it was the same thing you did the first time or something a little different. We've got time here. Last 10 seconds. All right, let's walk it back to the front. Left foot steps or extends back. High to mid. Upward facing. And then downward facing. Now, right away, before you trip out, lift that right leg again. Step it straight through low lunge. Standing split. Lift your left leg. Stay here with me. Tap left knee to right calf. And back up. Blocks can come underneath your hands if you need it. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. What's the point of this? Well, we're stretching the hamstring and then we're giving it a little break, okay? Tap and lift. You could just do one tap, one lift, and then take a second, and then do another one 20 seconds from now. Just try it out. Yeah. Now, I want you to hold that standing split right there. I know you don't want to. It's there for 3. It's there for 2. Oh. Last one. Bring it all the way up to standing. Single-legged mountain. Open up the left hip without the hand. Soften into the right knee. Step back, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, revolve triangle. Move through your arms. Eee. Sometimes when I get close, this is when I adjust. All right, let's bring it all the way back up. Instead of going down into our wide fold, let's open up into a second position. Hands on thighs, twist. Ooh, my back cracked. Hell yeah. Do the other side. Back to center. Arms out nice and wide. Just go down and up an inch. Down and up an inch. Hands can come behind your head. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up and down into that wide fold. Straight away transition to the front. You can step back, move through your high to mid, or step back into side plank and work a little toe grab. Extend it up to the sky. Foot can release, drop behind you, replacing the move that we did at the beginning of the flow. Take it back to the ground, and we do the other side. Left leg lifts. Big step through low lunge. Ooh, standing split. Here we go. Ooh. I'm always having like religious experience here in these little splitties. Okay, we tap and lift. Tap and lift. I really do not give a shit how high your leg goes, okay? Even if you're just like, oh, that's good. We like that. Wherever it goes is where it grows. 3, 2, last one. Take it all the way up, single-legged mountain. Open up the hip, soften into the standing leg, step back, warrior 2. Ah! I made it. Reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. This is it. It's the final flow, y'all. If you're making it this far, you're almost done. Reverse Trikonasana. Adjust the hips automatically. And revolve triangle. Ooh. Jesus. It's so gnarly. And up we go, all the way through. Turning the toes out. Down into that second position we go. Whew. Open up the hips. Hands on thighs. We do one more twist. To the left. And to the right. All the way back to center. Arms out or behind the head. Here we go. Down, down. You know, splits are not just about flexibility. It's about strength too. We need strong legs to do these things. We need strong legs to carry us through life. Yeah? You've got just 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low on one, stay. 3, 2, up you go on one. Pivot the feet, take it down. Right away, adjust to the front of your space and do the same route of escape you did on the other side. I did the side plank toe grab thing. So grabbing, moving, and extending. Meanwhile, Pi is just sitting up on the desk, chilling. All right, I'm going to release this and drop it behind me, getting that last back bend. And we take it down to the ground. High to mid. Take the knees down to the ground. Y'all, wow. You did that. Take it off to one side. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Take a little Utkatasana. Remember in the beginning when we were in our child's pose and we just added in little movements? Try that out here. Just this little gentle side to side. All right, bring yourself back up. Both legs go forwards. And we're going to work through a shape that is very intense for some people. So we're going to lean off to our right side. Take this left leg into a bend. Move your calf out of your way. Try to get your butt on the ground. Yeah? So it's like a half hero's pose. We're going to lean back any amount to get into the quad. Tailbone tuck-in, essential. If you're like, ooh, girl, my knee don't do that, you can really lean off to the side, okay? Now we got 2 more little breaths here. We'll take you all the way back up. And if your knees are just over it, take that leg back forwards. If you want one final thing, bring your right leg into a bend. Grab the bottom of the foot. Extend. Yeah? Maybe taking the shin bone close to the face. 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Take this left leg, release that also. Get the blood back into the knee. All right, other side. Lean over to your left. Adjust the calf. It's such a beautiful day outside, y'all. I've got some little propagations in the window, getting some sunshine. They look so happy because I am their mother and I created them from other plants. This is my rambling to avoid feeling moment. Yeah, I'm sure y'all relate too. Two more breaths. Bring it back up. If you're over it, this leg is tapped. Extend it out. Or if you did the extra credit on the other side, grab for the foot, lift the leg, and you can bring it towards you. I'm so sorry. I'm so snotty. Last 3, a 2, and a 1. Take it to the front. Release this right leg also. Get the blood back in there. This song is so pretty. And then let's scoot down and lay all the way down onto our backs. Taking the knees with us and bringing them nice and wide around our ribs. Happy baby can happen for you here. Soles of the feet to the sky. Open up. But our pelvis is still a part of the equation here. Now, I'm okay with doing this if you're trying to get some legs behind the head situation. But if you're just working with your happy baby, think about creating a little gap between your low back and the ground as best you can. I know it's not always a possibility. I'm just saying, think about it. Yeah. Feel free to do some little extensions. And then we'll bring it all the way back in. If you're following along with this playlist, we're going to be on this song to the end. So if you need to hit repeat, do the damn thing. Let's twist. Both knees out to the left-hand side. Big breaths into your tummy. And then we'll take both knees over to the other side. Same exact twist. I like to scoot my hips to make it happen. We'll bring it all the way back to center. And I want you to start to work into your very last position. Whatever shape that is, the most comfortable one for you to close your eyes in, release all the limbs. So that can be feet to the ground, legs long. That could even be legs up the wall. If you have a wall available. This is great if you have restless legs, a lot of lactic acid, or before bedtime. You need something to help wind down the parasympathetic. This is where you want to go. And we'll spend just 4 minutes here. It's not a long time. Try to relax your jaw, tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Take a deeper breath here. Maybe you sigh it out, hum it out. You can stay right here on your back. Or you can bring yourself up to a seated position. Hand on a heart, hand on a belly. Connect to that beating drum, these lungs that keep on going. Friends, it is such an honor to move your body. Thank you so much for spending your morning, your afternoon, or your evening with me. I hope to see you again soon. I love you. Thanks for busting the cherry of the new space with me. Thanks, Kelsey. I love you. Thanks, Stephanie. I love you so much. We got to do FaceTime. Like everybody, I need to FaceTime, okay? All of you, we need to FaceTime individually, okay? I love you, Miriam. Thanks for tuning in all the way from France. Thanks, Sarah. You are so welcome. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Bea. Wow, I feel like it's Christmas. Yes, do it. Thanks, Kayla. So for that whole move, I forced myself to take a week off, and it was one of the hardest things. I'm very lucky that this is my work, but this is also something that fuels me in every way. And I really miss you guys. Like you are a part of my mental health, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you. Oh. Oh, Nicolette. Me too, Shayla. Me too. Thanks, Bea. It means so much. So hopefully, yes, very settled into the new house. Now I just need to get rid of the baby blue that haunts me in every room. Every time I look, I'm like, yes, it is baby blue or blue gray or like whatever the previous owners were like, yes, that'll be nice. I like warm colors, you know? So I put these up because I value all of y'all's input. I think I want to paint like weird geometric patterns, not like crazy, but just arches and angles and, you know, things to make it ours. Kelsey, yes. Perfect. Oh. Oh, thanks, Whitney. Thank you. I know, goat wall. We've been talking about it. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of things I want to do, but we've got time. Huh, Pie? We've got time. I'm going to disturb you. Oh, you're sleeping so peacefully, though. You know who loves it in here is my marble queen. Look at this girl. She is like, what's up? I'm coming, Mom. A lot of my inspiration is this patina, metals, all that stuff. The outside of the house, we're so lucky. Clearly some weirdos built it because the whole front is corten steel. I don't know if y'all know what corten steel looks like, but it just looks like rusted metal. And I was like, fuck, I really need this house. Yeah, not all my plants look like this. I'm going to show you my failed plant. This is Fernie Sanders, and Fernie was once a robust fern, and now he's hanging on. He's hanging on by two two little sprouts. But again, look at this pot. Mwah. So yeah. Dude, Emma, for real, dude. This dude's being a little brat. Yay, Kelsey. Fernie Sanders. I can't take credit. Kamar named him, okay? Kamar's the mastermind. But I might have to just put him back in like a nursery pot or something because he's having a rough day. Okay, one more plant update. Oh, he's up on this thing. How did I do this? Oh, okay. This is my leather daddy peperomia. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's so happy. He's got all these new little like sprouties coming out of the nodes. And my friend Annalisa sent me this sexy leather strap for him. That's what I thought, Emma. I was like, damn, dude. You don't want to make it out here in the jungle? Fine. Oh, man. Yeah. Shasta says your marble queen is her plant. Oh. I named this plant after my friend Annalisa because I want this marble queen to just have like streams of hair. And my friend Annalisa has the prettiest blonde, like box braids. And she's our inspiration for Annalisa. We just want her to grow and be so happy and not have pie chew on them. Yeah, so cute. So also, before I go, I'll close it up. Starting this week, we've got our beginners class. I set it at 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, but that may change if it doesn't work for y'all's schedule. I try to make it that time so I can have people from Europe join in too. If I put it too late, people across the Atlantic can't join. But we'll make it work. It's just a beginner's class, 45 minutes, movement, flow stuff that's very accessible and very gentle. So I'll post up links for that night before that because it's like a new time and a new day, so people can like get it in their brains. But it'll be every week. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, I love you all. Thanks for making my Monday. Yes, please send a picture. Thank you, Shayla. Love you, Bea. Love you, Shayla. I'm going to go blow my nose. And eat food. Yay. I'll see you all soon.